Close your eyes now and let the weight of the day begin to fall away from your shoulders. Feel the surface beneath you, sturdy, supportive, holding you completely. You do not need to hold yourself up anymore. You can let go. You can soften. The world will continue without your vigilance, and you are safe here in this moment, in this breath, in this body that has carried you so faithfully through another day. I am the prize. I am the one that life itself moves toward. Every breath I take radiates quiet confidence, gentle power, and a kind of beauty that can't be copied or contained. I am the woman who is seen without trying, felt without speaking, and remembered without reason. I am young in spirit, stunning in energy, and courted not just by others, but by opportunities, blessings, and divine timing. I walk with grace, and the world adjusts. Every room I enter rearranges itself in silent admiration, not because I demand it, but because my energy commands it. I am the prize, the rare one, the woman whose presence feels like sunrise, warm, calm, and inevitable. I am desired because I desire myself first. I am loved because I love myself completely. The more I adore who I am, the more the world reflects that adoration back to me. People, moments, and miracles are drawn to me with ease. I don't chase, I attract. I don't hurry, I flow. Everything meant for me moves toward me, steadily, gracefully, perfectly timed. My beauty isn't just skin deep. It's in the way I speak softly yet powerfully. It's in the way I smile with truth in my eyes. It's in the way my laughter lights up hearts around me. I am the kind of woman whose worth can't be priced because it's felt in the soul. I am valuable beyond measure. I am the calm within chaos, the muse within movement, the softness that melts resistance. I don't compete, I complete. I am magnetic to peace, to love, to abundance. Each day I grow softer and stronger at once. Each night I rest deeper in knowing that I am already enough. I am pursued by the best because I expect the best. My energy makes others rise higher, love deeper, and act braver. The people who come into my life reflect the standard I've set within myself. Loyalty, respect, care, and admiration. I no longer settle for less than alignment. I no longer entertain what drains my glow. My boundaries are not barriers. They are gates of protection for my peace. I am the prize, and that truth lives in my posture, my silence, my smile. When I walk, the earth seems to whisper, "Here she is." When I speak, the air listens. When I dream, the universe conspires to fulfill it. My life unfolds in perfect harmony because I trust the rhythm of my becoming. Every cell in my body vibrates with feminine power. Every breath I take affirms my beauty, my worth, my light. I am adored by life itself. I am supported by unseen forces working endlessly in my favor. I wake up each day in the energy of yes, the yes of abundance, the yes of love, the yes of being fully me. I am radiant, irresistible, whole. My youth isn't just in my face, it's in my spirit. My glow doesn't fade, it deepens. I become more magnetic each day, more peaceful in my power, more certain of my place in this world. I am not waiting to be chosen. I am already chosen by destiny. I am already crowned by confidence. I am already living in my divine worth. The world chases what I embody: confidence, grace, mystery, peace. I don't need to prove, persuade, or perform. I simply exist, and that's enough to draw in love, wealth, and admiration. My presence is my persuasion. My softness is my strength. My confidence is my invitation. And my self-love is my crown. As I breathe, I affirm, I am the prize. I am the treasure. I am the moment. I am the dream. I am worthy of being pursued, adored, and cherished deeply. I am deserving of wealth that flows effortlessly to me, of love that feels safe and true, of health that glows from within. Everything I want wants me too. Every blessing I imagine is already moving in my direction. I let go of trying to be what others expect. I return to being who I truly am, and that is always enough. I forgive the past, release the pressure, and open my arms to receive more. More peace, more laughter, more love, more me. Because I am the prize, and life itself knows it. Breathe in slowly. Let the air fill your lungs like water filling a vessel. And breathe out, releasing everything you no longer need, every worry, every unfinished thought. I am the prize, and in my calm knowing, the world rearranges itself to serve me. I am no longer seeking approval, no longer chasing validation. My worth is not up for debate. It is settled, eternal, unshakable. I walk as though I am already everything I once hoped to be, because I am. Every dream that crosses my mind recognizes me as its home. I am young, stunning, radiant in the way that only self-love can create. There is a rhythm in my breath that says, I belong here. There is a melody in my steps that sings, I am ready. And the universe hums along with me. Every sound, every silence, every subtle sign is whispering my name, because I am aligned with what I desire. My beauty deepens as I rest in peace with myself. I no longer rush toward what is already mine. I understand that the magnetic woman never chases. She simply becomes. I am becoming more magnetic with every thought I choose, every moment I breathe. My energy is a quiet invitation for everything meant for me. I attract with grace, not effort. My presence calls forth opportunities, love, and abundance like a song calls its echo. There is nothing desperate in my energy. There is only softness, certainty, and trust. The kind of trust that says, I have already won. The kind of trust that radiates through silence and serenity. I am courted by the best because I embody the best. I draw in souls who see my value and rise to meet it. They sense my depth, my peace, my quiet confidence. They recognize the woman who knows her worth, and they move carefully in her presence. Because I am not a fleeting desire, I am a destination. I am not someone to impress, I am someone to honor. My feminine energy is balanced and bright. It is the energy of the moon, soft but powerful enough to move the tides. I do not need to shine like the sun to be seen. My glow is gentler, but it lingers longer. I am unforgettable not because I try to be, but because my authenticity cannot be ignored. My softness holds power. My calm holds command. I am not in competition with anyone. No other woman can be me. No other path could ever replace mine. Comparison loses its grip when I remember who I am. I am the blueprint of my own beauty, the original of my own energy, and that truth is my freedom. I am constantly chosen by peace, by prosperity, by people who are ready for real connection. I attract relationships that honor me, that nurture me, that match my emotional depth. I no longer attract chaos because chaos no longer lives in me. My peace has become my filter, and it only lets through what feels like love. I wake each day softer but surer. I walk with quiet elegance that doesn't need to announce itself. I speak less, but my words carry weight. I act less, but my presence moves more. I am a woman who trusts that stillness creates miracles, and so I stay still long enough to receive them. I am not waiting to be noticed. I am noticed naturally. I am not begging to be loved. I am love itself. I am not striving to be worthy. I am worth embodied. The woman I have become is exactly what I once prayed for. I am at peace with the pace of my life. Everything is unfolding perfectly, exactly when it should. I am no longer in a race because I already know I'll arrive. The more I release control, the faster things flow to me. The more I rest in gratitude, the easier it all becomes. Ease is my natural state. I am the prize, and I treat myself as such. I nourish my body with kindness. I protect my mind from doubt. I speak gently to my soul. Every act of self-care is an act of worship. Every time I choose myself, life rewards me with more reasons to celebrate who I am. I am becoming a masterpiece in motion. Every moment of growth, every quiet transformation adds to my allure. I am constantly evolving into the most confident, radiant version of myself. Not because I lack anything, but because I am remembering everything I already am. I am radiant in my quiet. I am magnetic in my movement. I am divine in my design. And the best of life can't help but find me, because I am the prize. I want you to know something true. You are enough, exactly as you are in this moment. Not the version of you that accomplished everything today. Not the version of you that will wake tomorrow with fresh energy and new plans. This version. The tired one. The one who tried. The one who showed up. The one who is here now, seeking rest. This version is enough. This version is worthy. This version deserves peace. I am the prize. And the more I breathe into that truth, the more the world responds to me with grace. I do not chase attention because attention naturally flows in my direction. I do not demand love because love already lives within me, overflowing quietly into every space I enter. I am a walking affirmation, a breathing reminder that softness and strength can live in the same body. I am not loud about my worth, yet everyone can feel it. My confidence is steady, not sharp. It hums softly beneath my skin like a secret only I need to know. My beauty is more than what is seen. It is what is sensed, what is remembered. I am the calm in a world that rushes. I am the light in a room that forgets itself. I am the reason silence feels sacred. Every time I speak kindly to myself, I build a new reality. Every thought of love, of ease, of power grows roots inside me. My mind no longer plays against me. It plays for me. It builds bridges instead of barriers. It speaks abundance instead of lack. It reflects the truth that I am chosen, blessed, and destined for extraordinary things. I am young in my spirit, timeless in my presence, and ageless in my worth. I am the woman who walks in quiet certainty, not arrogance. I do not compete for the spotlight. I become the glow itself. the glow that lingers after I've gone, the glow that others chase without even knowing why. I am courted by the best because the best recognize peace when they see it. I do not beg for effort, I inspire it. I do not request respect, I command it effortlessly. People rise around me because my presence reminds them of higher standards. My energy says, you must bring your best to be here. And those who are not ready quietly drift away. I release them with love because I know nothing real will ever require me to shrink. I am the prize. I am the one who no longer doubts if she's enough. I am the woman who looks in the mirror and sees truth, not flaws. I see resilience. I see grace. I see a story that keeps becoming more beautiful with every chapter. My reflection no longer depends on perfection. It depends on peace. And peace, I have plenty of. The world bends toward my belief. When I say I am abundant, abundance arrives. When I say I am loved, love surrounds me. When I say I am healthy, my body listens. Every cell in me is tuned to harmony, ready to serve my highest self. My body isn't my enemy, it's my ally, my home, my temple of creation. I honor it with patience, care, and gratitude. I am a magnet for what nourishes me. The more I love myself, the less I crave what drains me. The more I rest, the more I rise. The more I give, the more I receive. And I am never afraid to receive, because I know I deserve it all. I am worthy of wealth that feels effortless. I am worthy of relationships that feel like peace. I am worthy of joy that doesn't fade when I am alone. I no longer apologize for shining. I no longer dim my light to make others comfortable. The right people are not blinded by my brightness. They are guided by it. My glow reminds others that they can shine too. I lead by being, not by forcing. I influence through calm certainty, not through noise. I attract through presence, not pursuit. Every day I grow more magnetic. My thoughts align with abundance. My actions flow with confidence. My energy radiates trust. I am in harmony with what I want, and that harmony calls forward blessings. They come without struggle, without strain, without delay. Because the universe knows I am ready. I am the prize, and I treat myself accordingly. I rest when I need to. I say no when it drains me. I say yes when it nourishes me. My boundaries protect my beauty, my peace, and my purpose. I am not afraid to walk away from what doesn't match my energy, because I know what I deserve will never require me to beg. I trust myself deeply. I am the woman who knows that her value is not in what she gives, but in who she is. My love is powerful, but it is not free to those who cannot respect it. My care is precious, but it is reserved for those who care back. I am generous, but I am not careless. I give from fullness, not from emptiness. Because I am the prize, and even my love is a luxury. I breathe, and my heart softens.
I exhale and my power expands. The rhythm of my being is balance, grace and gravity, softness and steel. I am not made to chase. I am made to attract. And attraction is my nature now. Every thought, every glance, every breath draws beauty and blessings closer. It is effortless because it is who I am. I am the prize. I am the peace. I am the beauty. And life itself bends to celebrate me.
Feel your body beginning to release. Notice how your breath is already slowing, already deepening. This is your body's wisdom. It knows how to rest. It knows how to heal. It knows how to return to center. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to make anything happen. You simply need to allow. Allow the softening. Allow the settling. Allow the gentle descent into stillness. I am the prize, and I live each day knowing that my worth is unquestionable. It is not up for debate. It is not something that can be given or taken. It simply is. I'm the one who decides the tone of my story, the pace of my growth, the rhythm of my becoming. And that rhythm is steady, graceful, and strong. I am stunning, not only in the way I look, but in the way I think, the way I love, the way I rise after falling. My beauty is not loud, yet it is undeniable. It is the kind of beauty that doesn't fade with time because it lives in how I treat myself. It lives in the kindness I give to others, in the calm I carry in my voice, in the way I hold space for love even when I've been hurt before. I am the woman who continues to glow even when life tries to dim her. I am the woman who remembers that no storm lasts forever and no pain can take away her worth. I am the prize, and I embody that truth in silence. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to perform. I simply am. And being myself is enough. It is more than enough. It is powerful. Every time I breathe, I affirm that I am safe, I am seen, I am valued. My breath is my anchor. My stillness is my strength. The more I rest in who I am, the more the world rests around me. I am the calm center in every storm. I am the steady pulse in a world that forgets how to slow down. And in that stillness, miracles find me. I attract only what matches my peace. People who come into my life meet a woman who knows her boundaries. They sense that I am not impressed by noise or chaos. They sense that my attention is sacred, my time precious, my energy golden. And so only the ones who move with care, honesty, and love can stay.
because I no longer settle for anything less than emotional alignment. I am courted by the best because I carry the energy of the best. I am loved by those who see me as I see myself, rare, valuable, deserving. I am no longer drawn to those who do not know how to love deeply. I attract emotional maturity. I attract stability. I attract people who reflect the peace I've built inside myself. I am never chasing. I am always choosing. Every day I awaken more confident, more radiant, more certain. I am surrounded by beauty and I am part of that beauty. The sun greets me as if it knows my name. The world feels gentle beneath my steps, as though it recognizes who I am. Life unfolds for me, not because I force it, but because I flow with it. I am not fighting the current. I am moving with the rhythm of destiny. I am the prize, and I live in gratitude for all that I am. Gratitude softens me. It reminds me that I don't need to become someone else to be enough. Everything I've been searching for is already inside me, waiting for me to notice. And as I notice, I bloom. My heart opens. My path clears. My peace deepens. I am wealthy in more ways than one. I am wealthy in love, in spirit, and health, in joy. Money flows easily to me, not because I chase it, but because I am aligned with abundance. I attract opportunities that honor my energy and multiply my worth. I receive what I deserve without guilt, without doubt, without resistance. I am open to receive. I am ready to expand, and I do so with ease. I am the kind of woman who turns heads without trying, not because of what she wears, but because of how she carries herself. My confidence is quiet but magnetic. It speaks before I do. It tells the world she knows who she is. And when you know who you are, everything else simply aligns. I am no longer looking for validation. I am living in confirmation. Every glance I give carries peace. Every smile I share carries warmth. Every step I take affirms I am enough. There is no rush in my spirit, no panic in my process. I am exactly where I am meant to be. And from this place, I rise higher, softer, wiser. I am the prize and I choose to live like it. I invest in my mind. I care for my body. I feed my soul. I speak kindly to myself when no one else is listening, because I know the way I treat myself sets the standard for how the world will treat me, and I have raised that standard high. I am no longer entertained by what feels heavy. I no longer shrink to fit. I no longer wait to be chosen. I have already chosen myself, fully, completely, beautifully. And because of that, everything I want chooses me back. I am not afraid of being alone because solitude with self-love feels like serenity, not sadness. I am never truly alone. I am always surrounded by divine energy, by beauty, by grace. And that is enough, more than enough. I am the prize, and in this knowing, I rest. And as I rest, I rise. And as I rise, I attract all that was always meant to find me. Because when you know your worth, everything else simply follows.
Tonight, you are releasing the need to prove yourself. You are releasing the need to earn your place. You are releasing the need to justify your existence through productivity or perfection or performance. You are here because you are here. You matter because you matter. Your worth is not conditional. It never has been. It never will be. I am the prize. And with every breath I take, that truth settles deeper into my being. It moves through my body like light, warm and certain, reminding every part of me that I am worthy, whole, and radiant. There is nothing lacking within me. There is nothing missing in my story. I am not waiting to be completed because I am already complete. I am young in spirit, timeless in essence. My beauty does not beg to be seen. It quietly commands attention. It's not only in my features, but in the stillness behind my eyes, in the calmness that fills the air around me. People feel my presence before they see me. They sense my confidence, my grace, my knowing. I am the woman who carries her worth like a fragrance, soft but impossible to forget. Every cell in my body glows with love. My energy is magnetic, drawing in experiences that mirror my peace. When I walk, blessings move closer. When I speak, doors open. When I rest, the universe rearranges itself in my favor. Because I do not force what is mine. It finds me with ease. I am courted by the best because I live in the energy of the best. I no longer settle for words without action. I attract people who are grounded, mature, kind, and intentional. People who see my softness as strength, not weakness. People who value my time, protect my peace, and meet my love with equal devotion. My standard is high, and so is my energy, and they match perfectly. I do not chase validation because I am already validated by existence itself. I do not compete because my path is one of one. There is no comparison, no rush, no pressure. I move gracefully at my own pace, and life keeps up beautifully. Everything I desire already has my name on it. It's simply moving closer as I align. I am at peace with the waiting seasons. I understand that pauses are not punishments. They are preparation. So I rest, I listen, I grow. I let life unfold instead of trying to control it. And every time I let go, something better arrives. I am learning to trust the quiet, to trust the timing, to trust myself. I am the prize, and that means I treat myself like one. I speak to myself with tenderness. I feed my mind words that build me up. I protect my body with care and nourishment. I refuse to criticize the vessel that carries my magic. I look in the mirror and see not flaws, but miracles. Every curve, every scar, every detail tells a story of survival and growth. And I honor that story every single day. My energy is a love letter to myself. It says I am safe here. It says I am loved here. It says I belong here. And because I've made peace within myself, peace finds me everywhere I go. I attract abundance naturally. Money flows to me through unexpected channels. Opportunities find me when I'm simply being myself. I no longer chase success. I embody it. I no longer work from desperation. I move with inspiration. Everything I touch grows because I infuse it with love, confidence, and purpose. I am the prize, and my glow is effortless. My light doesn't compete, it guides. It doesn't scream, it shines. I am the reminder that gentleness can be powerful, that kindness can be magnetic, that softness can win without struggle. People feel safe around me, but also inspired. They sense my boundaries, but also my warmth. They see that I am approachable, but never accessible to just anyone. Because my energy is sacred, and I protect it with grace. Every morning I rise with gratitude. I am thankful for the woman I've become, for the mistakes that taught me clarity, for the heartbreaks that taught me strength, for the stillness that taught me peace. Everything that has happened to me was preparing me for the ease I now live in. I no longer resist my past. I bless it. It brought me here, to this calm, powerful knowing of who I am. I am the prize. I am beauty in motion. I am peace wrapped in confidence. I am softness that the world cannot ignore. I am the woman whose life flows like poetry, each line gentle, intentional, divine. When I walk as if the universe moves with me, because it does. When I rest knowing everything I desire is finding its way home to me, because I am home. To love, to abundance, to joy, to peace, to everything good. And as I drift through each moment of my life, I remember I do not need to try harder. I only need to be, because I am the prize, and being me is already enough.
Breathe that in. Let it settle into your bones. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of feeling safe in your own skin. I know the world has asked so much of you. I know you have carried burdens that were never yours to carry. I know you have given and given and given, sometimes until you felt empty. I know you have pushed through pain. I know you have smiled when you were breaking. I know you have held space for others while your own heart was heavy. I see you. I honor you. And I want you to know that none of that was required for you to deserve this moment of rest. I am the prize, radiant and rare. I walk like the world bends a little for me, not out of arrogance, but awareness of my worth. My presence is a gift, my energy a magnet. I do not chase, I attract. Everything meant for me finds its way to me, softly, steadily, surely. I am a woman who owns her space, her silence, her softness. I am not rushed because beauty does not hurry. I am not desperate because value does not beg. I am calm, confident, composed. Every breath I take affirms that I am enough and more than enough. My beauty glows from the inside, unbothered, undeniable, unshakable. I am not defined by attention. I am elevated by intention. Every compliment I receive is just a whisper of what I already know. I am magnetic because I move with purpose. The best are drawn to me because I embody grace and strength and perfect balance. They sense my peace. They crave my power, but only the worthy remain. I am selective with my energy, protective of my light. Not everyone deserves to stand close to a flame this steady. I am not afraid to say no. I am not afraid to walk away. I am not afraid to wait, because I am the prize. I no longer measure my worth by who chooses me, but by how deeply I choose myself. Each morning I rise with quiet certainty. My mind is clear, my heart is full, my path is mine. I move through the world like a secret only the wise can see. My charm is effortless. My elegance is natural. My confidence is silent, but loud enough to fill any room. I am rooted in peace. I am grounded in love. I am overflowing with abundance. Every time I look in the mirror, I see a woman reborn. A woman who no longer competes because she already knows she is complete. A woman who doesn't seek validation because she validates herself daily with kindness, with belief, with grace. My reflection reminds me of my growth, my strength, my softness. I wear my resilience like silk, smooth, beautiful, and untorn. I have faced storms and learned to dance in the rain. Now I shine without apology. Now I love without fear. Now I live without limits. I am the prize because I worked to become her. Through pain, I found purpose. Through loss, I found clarity. Through stillness, I found myself. Now I radiate in my fullness, untouched by doubt. My life expands as I expand. My joy multiplies as I believe. My light attracts everything that aligns with my truth. The universe bends gently to honor my self-worth. Every door that closes only clears the path for something higher, better, truer. And I smile because I know what's meant for me will never miss me. I am the prize, and my energy confirms it before my words ever do. I am soft, yet strong, quiet, yet commanding, loving, yet discerning. I am everything I once hoped to be and more. And every moment I choose myself, I rise even higher. My confidence is not noise, it's rhythm. A rhythm that flows through me, reminding me I am woman, I am whole, I am wonder. And as I sleep tonight, every cell in my body hums this truth. I am the prize. I am chosen. I am cherished. I am complete. You do not earn peace. You simply receive it. Let your shoulders drop a little lower. Let your face soften. Unclench your jaw if it's tight. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let your eyes rest fully in their sockets. No longer searching, no longer scanning, no longer vigilant. You are safe. You are allowed to stop watching. You are allowed to stop protecting. You are allowed to simply be. I am the prize. I always have been. Even before I knew my worth, it was written in my being. Now I see it clearly. I feel it deeply. I live it boldly. Every step I take carries quiet confidence. Every word I speak drips with purpose. I don't need to prove my value. It speaks for itself. My silence commands attention. My softness disarms. My aura glows with the calm certainty of a woman who knows who she is. I am the woman who no longer competes. There is no rush, no panic, no chase. The things meant for me are already finding their way. My blessings recognize my vibration. They move toward me effortlessly because I am aligned. I don't grasp, I receive. I don't plead, I prepare. I don't doubt, I expect. Every single thing that belongs in my story is unfolding perfectly. I am the prize because I've earned peace after chaos. I've learned to rest in my own energy, to love my own company. I am not lonely, I am luminous. I am not waiting, I am becoming. Every quiet night I spend in stillness is building something divine. Every boundary I set is a prayer for my peace. Every no I speak is a yes to myself. And that's power. Gentle, glowing, grounded power. My confidence is not arrogance. It's awareness. It's the understanding that I don't need to shrink to make others comfortable. I can take up space. I can shine. I can thrive without guilt. When I walk into a room, I bring balance and beauty. I bring intention and light. People may stare, but it's not vanity, it's vibration. They feel my energy before I even speak. Because a woman in her power doesn't announce it. She simply is. I am not for everyone, and that is my strength. I am not meant to be easily understood or widely accepted. The best things in life are rare, refined, and real, and so am I. The ones who see my worth are those vibrating on the same frequency. The ones who can't never mattered. I release the need to explain myself. I release the habit of overgiving. I release anything that dulls my shine. From now on, I pour only into spaces that pour back. I invest only in what reflects love back to me. My energy is luxury. My presence is peace. My words heal. My smile inspires. My love transforms. Anyone invited into my world is blessed. And I no longer apologize for that truth. I am the prize not because I am perfect, but because I am real. Flawed but radiant. Soft but strong. Still growing, yet already enough. Everything I touch flourishes. Everything I focus on expands. I am a woman who builds, who uplifts, who embodies abundance. When I wake, I affirm my strength. When I speak, I affirm my worth. When I walk, I affirm my grace. Every part of my day is sacred because I am. Every breath I take reminds me I am rare. I am wanted. I am the calm in the storm and the storm itself. No one completes me. No one defines me. I am whole all by myself. And that wholeness attracts everything that complements me. I do not chase love. I am love. I do not beg for respect. I radiate it. I do not seek validation. I embody certainty. Everything I desire is already aligned with me. Success, wealth, health, affection. They flow toward me as naturally as rivers flow to the sea, because I am magnetic. My energy is clear, pure, powerful. I attract what matches my peace, not my pain. I attract relationships that honor me, opportunities that grow me, and moments that remind me who I am. I am the prize because I carry grace where others carry ego. I don't compete with noise. I rise in silence. I don't react to chaos. I protect my calm. My power lies in restraint. My beauty lies in balance. And the world, whether it knows it or not, bends gently to my quiet strength. I am not what I used to be. I've evolved. The old me begged for love. The new me radiates it. The old me sought validation. The new me simply shines. The old me
questioned her worth, the new me knows she is the reward. And this evolution wasn't sudden, it was earned through healing, heartbreak, and growth. Now I stand here in full bloom, unshaken, unbothered, unstoppable. My light no longer flickers for anyone unwilling to match my glow. I've outgrown the spaces where I had to dim myself. Now I live in expansion, in ease, in divine feminine flow. Every time I affirm myself, my reality shifts. Every time I speak abundance, it listens. Every time I choose peace, life rewards me. I am not chasing because I am already chosen by destiny. Every great thing is making its way toward me. Every dream I've whispered is now becoming visible. Every version of me that doubted is being replaced by the woman who knows. I am the prize not just for my beauty, but for my essence. My mind is powerful. My heart is kind. My spirit is rich. That combination is irresistible. And I will never forget that truth again. I walk with elegance. I love with wisdom. I rest with assurance. Because everything that is mine cannot miss me. And everything not meant for me will fall away with grace. As you lie here, imagine roots beginning to grow from the base of your spine, from your legs, from your feet. Slow, steady roots reaching down through the surface beneath you, down through the floor, down through the foundation, down into the earth itself. Deep, deep down into the cool, dark soil. These roots are connecting you to something ancient and unshakable. Something that has held every living thing that has ever needed holding. The earth receives you. The earth supports you. The earth asks nothing of you except that you rest upon it. You are held. I am the prize. Not just in moments of certainty, but in the quiet hours when doubt tries to whisper. Even then, I remind myself my worth does not waver. It is not tied to the opinions of others or to the shifting tides of attention. My worth is steady. It's ancient. It's woven into the fabric of my soul. I don't have to do more to be more. I don't have to prove, perform, or persuade. My existence alone is enough proof that I belong here. I breathe, therefore I am valuable. I love, therefore I am radiant. I rise, therefore I am deserving. I am the prize, not because I am chosen by someone else, but because I choose myself again and again. Even when I've been overlooked, I remember the diamond never loses its shine simply because someone doesn't see it. I am rare. I am timeless. I am becoming more luminous with every season of my life. I am surrounded by abundance that mirrors my inner glow.
Everything I desire already recognizes me. Money knows my name. Love knows my heart. Peace knows my home. Success knows my energy. They all move toward me, effortlessly, gracefully, faithfully, because I have stopped chasing and started allowing. Every time I say I am, I open a door. I speak creation into existence. I build realities with my voice. I mold my world with my thoughts. And so I speak carefully, powerfully, with reverence. I say, I am radiant. I am wealthy in soul and spirit. I am worthy of unconditional love. I am at peace with my past and excited for my future. I am becoming softer, stronger, and more magnetic every single day. I don't rush my journey. Divine timing is perfect, and I trust it fully. Every pause has purpose. Every delay hides a blessing. Every detour leads me closer to what is mine. I don't beg for alignment. I live in it. I don't grasp for miracles. I create space for them. I rest, knowing that what's meant for me can never be taken from me. The energy I carry now calls in everything that aligns with peace, grace, and joy. I no longer settle for half love, half effort, or half respect. I no longer shrink for comfort or silence my truth. I have walked through fire and turned it into light. Now I glow differently, quietly, beautifully, unshakably. Every morning I wake with a calm heart and a clear mind. I say to myself, softly but surely, I am the prize. I am the reward for patience, for growth, for integrity. I am the reflection of divine excellence wrapped in human form. And every person who enters my life now must rise to meet me at that level, because I am done lowering my vibration just to be understood. If they cannot meet me in peace, they cannot meet me at all. I am learning that true confidence doesn't roar, it hums. It lives in my stillness. It shines through my posture, my presence, my quiet decisions. It's not loud, it's steady. It's not demanding, it's magnetic. It's not about proving, it's about knowing. And I know who I am now. I am the woman who forgives easily, but forgets the lesson never. The woman who smiles even when she's rebuilding. The woman who trusts life enough to let go. I am the woman who carries light in her eyes and power in her peace. My softness is not weakness, it's wisdom. My kindness is not naivety, it's grace. My confidence is not arrogance. It's awareness. And all of that makes me the prize. I bless everything that has left me because it made room for what is meant to stay. I bless every version of me that tried, failed, cried, and rose again. I bless the silence that taught me clarity and the storms that taught me strength, because without them, I would not shine the way I do now. I am not the same woman I once was. I am softer now, but also smarter, kinder, but also wiser. I am becoming everything my younger self prayed for. Tonight, as I close my eyes, I let go of all striving. I let go of the noise, the doubts, the stories that no longer serve me. And I whisper into the stillness, I am the prize. I am love in motion. I am peace in body. I am success unfolding. I am everything I've been seeking. And I no longer need to search because I found her within me. I breathe in calm. I exhale resistance. I breathe in confidence. I exhale fear. I breathe in love. I exhale lack. And with each breath, I return to my truth. I am enough. I am radiant. I am desired. I am chosen. First by myself, and then by everything meant for me. Sleep now, knowing that you are magnetic beyond measure. The universe rearranges itself to honor your confidence. The right people are drawn to your glow. The right doors open with ease. The right moments align in divine rhythm. Because you have remembered who you are. You are the prize. You are the calm and the fire. You are the light that others feel before they see you. And you will continue to rise again and again into softer, stronger, and more beautiful versions of yourself. You are her. You are the prize. Always have been, always will be.
Feel that. Not with your mind, but with your body. Let your body remember what it feels like to be held without expectation, to be supported without condition, to be loved simply for existing. And as those roots grow deeper, they begin to draw up something beautiful, something nourishing. Draw up the earth's deep peace. Draw up its ancient stillness. Draw up its patient, enduring strength. Let them be held. I am the prize. And every day, that truth settles deeper into my bones. It's no longer just words. It's who I am. I walk differently now. I think differently now. I see the world through the eyes of a woman who knows she is worthy of the best. I no longer ask for what is already mine. I no longer beg for energy that cannot rise to meet me. I sit in my softness, and it speaks louder than words ever could. My presence changes rooms, not because I demand it, but because I embody it. When I walk in, energy realigns. When I speak, hearts listen. When I smile, the world pauses for a moment, remembering what grace looks like. That is my quiet power. That is my gift, and I no longer underestimate it. I am done carrying guilt for shining. I am done apologizing for taking up space. I am done shrinking so that others can feel comfortable. My light is not too much. It is just enough to guide those meant to walk beside me. The ones who can't handle my glow were never meant to stay. I release them lovingly and fully, because I know that when one door closes, another opens, brighter, stronger, and more aligned with who I am becoming. I am learning that real confidence isn't loud. It's the stillness in my spirit, the way I no longer rush, the way I trust the timing of things, the way I rest instead of panic. It's the quiet I know that rises inside me, even when nothing seems certain, because I've lived enough life to understand the universe is never late. It always arrives right on time, with blessings dressed as lessons and lessons disguised as blessings. I am at peace with what has passed. The mistakes, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, they no longer define me. They refined me. They taught me how to love myself when no one else did. They showed me how to rebuild without resentment, how to rise without bitterness. Now my soul is clean, my heart is light, my energy is golden, and because I've cleared space, new miracles are making their way to me, effortlessly, beautifully, divinely. I am the prize because I choose peace over pressure. I choose love over fear. I choose faith over doubt. I choose to rest, not to quit. Every decision I make honors my future self. Every thought I think plants seeds for tomorrow. Every word I speak shapes reality in my favor. I am creating beauty with every breath, and I can feel it all around me. The air feels softer. The days feel calmer. Even my reflection feels more at peace. I don't chase validation anymore. I validate myself every morning with one look in the mirror. I remind myself that my beauty is not up for debate. My worth is not up for discussion. My purpose is not up for negotiation. I am here for something greater, and that greatness moves through me with ease. I am the mirror of abundance, and everything I desire reflects back to me in time, because I am aligned, because I am ready, because I am the prize. I attract with ease. I attract love that feels safe, I attract wealth that feels steady. I attract opportunities that expand me. I attract health that strengthens me. I attract friendships that feed my spirit. Everything that enters my life now must match the energy of peace, grace, and respect. Anything less cannot stay. Anything more is always welcome. I trust myself to know the difference. I am the woman who doesn't settle anymore because I've learned how it feels to pour into empty cups, and I've promised myself never again. Now I pour into those who pour back. I give where love flows both ways. I build where foundations are strong. I invest in what nourishes my soul, not just what looks good on the surface. That's what true self-respect looks like. Choosing peace even when chaos tempts you, and I've mastered it. My beauty is in my stillness. My attraction is in my energy. My power is in my peace. Every time I rest in my worth, I rise in my glow. Every time I choose calm, I grow stronger. Every time I honor myself, the world mirrors that energy back. Because what I believe about myself becomes what others see in me. And I believe I am magnetic. I believe I am radiant. I believe I am divine. So the world has no choice but to respond accordingly. I am not competing anymore. There's no rush, no race, no scarcity. What's mine cannot miss me. Who's meant for me will find me. And everything that leaves does so only to make room for more aligned blessings. I let go with grace. I receive with gratitude. And in between, I simply flow. I am the prize because I've made peace my lifestyle. I've turned self-love into my foundation. I've turned growth into my rhythm. And now everything that finds me must match that frequency. I am adored not because I demand attention, but because I radiate ease. People feel safe around my energy. They feel inspired by my calm. They feel drawn to my presence because it feels like home. That is the true power of feminine energy. Soft yet unbreakable. Gentle yet unforgettable. I am that woman. I am that calm. I am that light. I am the prize. Always have been, always will be. I don't wait to be chosen. I choose myself daily. I don't wait to be seen. I see myself fully. And in doing so, I teach the world how to treat me. Because when a woman knows her worth, everything around her rises to meet her. And now, everything in my world is rising. Everything is shifting. Everything is aligning. Because I've remembered who I am. I am the prize. I am the love. I am the light. I am the standard. And from this moment forward, I move through life with ease, confidence, and grace, knowing that what is mine is already making its way to me.
I am the prize. I am a woman of light, grace, and deep knowing. My energy is magnetic. my aura undeniable. Everywhere I go, I attract love, respect, and abundance without needing to chase it. I am the one they notice without trying, the one they remember without reason, the one they long for without explanation. My presence speaks before my words do. My silence holds power. My softness holds strength. My beauty holds mystery. I am the prize, young, stunning, courted by the best, desired by those who value depth and devotion. I am calm in knowing who I am. I am unshakable in my worth. I am a woman who no longer explains, no longer pleads, no longer overgives. I know what I bring, and I bring it with grace. I give love freely, but never foolishly. I know the balance between softness and boundaries. I am both the dream and the discipline, both the fantasy and the reality. I am the kind of woman who turns heads not because of appearance alone, but because of her quiet power. My confidence moves like poetry, subtle, rhythmic, yet unforgettable. I am cherished by the universe itself. Every door that leads to love, wealth, and peace opens in my favor. The world rearranges itself to honor my energy. Opportunities find me effortlessly. The right people are drawn to my vibration. I am surrounded by people who see my light and treat me as the treasure I am. I attract those who mirror my respect, my values, my vision. I am not for everyone, and that's my beauty. I am for the few who understand rare energy when they feel it. I walk like abundance. I breathe like grace. I move with certainty. I no longer seek to be chosen because I already am, chosen by life itself. Every step I take radiates purpose. My posture speaks of confidence. My smile carries warmth and mystery. My eyes hold depth and compassion. My heart is open, but my energy is selective. I am not easily swayed because I have standards shaped by self-love. I am the calm storm, the gentle flame, the endless ocean. I am beauty in motion, truth in form, peace in flesh. I am surrounded by wealth, inner wealth, emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, and financial wealth. My relationship with money is harmonious. Money flows to me like a river that knows its way home. I am not afraid of abundance, for I was born deserving of it. I am the kind of woman who inspires prosperity just by being herself. My success is not luck. It is energy alignment. The universe conspires to keep me elevated. Everything I touch grows. Everything I desire aligns. Everything I am becomes everything I want. I am admired by high-quality men and women alike. My presence demands respect. I do not compete. I complete myself. I do not chase. I attract. I do not beg. I bless. The more I love myself, the more others are drawn to me. I am captivating because I am content. I am radiant because I rest in my truth. I am not afraid to take up space. I'm not afraid to say no. I am not afraid to be silent. I am not afraid to shine. I am both the light and the reflection. I am both the story and the lesson. Every day I grow softer and stronger at once. My femininity is my power. My intuition guides me with clarity. My emotions are my compass, not my weakness. I trust the timing of my life. I release comparison. I release doubt. I release the need to prove. I no longer rush, for I know that what's mine can't miss me. I live in divine flow. I wake up each morning feeling loved, confident, and grounded. I move through the day knowing everything is unfolding perfectly. At night, as I rest, my subconscious continues to affirm, I am the prize. I am worthy. I am desired. I am adored. My dreams align with my destiny. My heart remains open yet protected. My body radiates health. My spirit radiates light. I sleep deeply, knowing the universe is working for me, not against me. I am in harmony with abundance, in rhythm with love, in tune with my highest self. Every morning, I rise more radiant than before. My confidence grows quietly, rooted like a tree and shining like dawn. I am the kind of woman who doesn't chase validation because I live in it. The kind of woman whose smile softens hearts and whose silence commands attention. I am not waiting to be loved. I am love. I am the prize. I am the dream. I am the one. And everything that's meant for me, success, wealth, peace, devotion, flows effortlessly into my life, again and again, like waves returning to the shore. I am the prize. I am the woman who walks in elegance without effort, whose presence fills the room with quiet confidence. I am the calm that draws attention, the grace that lingers in memory, the light that softens even the hardest hearts. My energy is refined, magnetic, untouchable. I no longer shrink to fit, no longer dim to blend. I exist as I am, whole, radiant, and complete. Every glance I draw, every whisper I inspire, every hand that reaches for me is a reflection of the beauty I already hold within. I am the woman who no longer seeks outside approval because I've already given myself everything I once begged others for: validation, love, and peace. I have become my own safe place. I have turned my wounds into wisdom, my pain into poetry, my silence into strength. I am not the version of me that settles. I am the version that knows. I am the table, not the guest. I am the main event, not the intermission. I am the standard, not the option. Each breath I take affirms my power. Each step I take speaks of my worth. I no longer fear being too much, too bold, too different. I am not too anything. I am everything. I am woman in full bloom, divine and magnetic. The right people recognize it instantly. They see my peace and want to protect it. They feel my energy and want to match it. They experience my presence and want to stay near it. I no longer chase what does not choose me. I simply align with what vibrates like me. I am loved deeply because I love deeply. I am valued because I value myself. I am pursued by those who see the queen within me, not the mask I once wore. I attract commitment, respect, and authenticity. I am courted by those who have done their own inner work. I am surrounded by men and women of substance, people who understand that beauty without depth is empty. My relationships overflow with loyalty, laughter, and peace. I do not entertain chaos, for I've outgrown it. I attract devotion because I embody it. Every morning, I wake with intention. My mind is clear, my heart is steady, my focus is strong. I know where I am going, I know what I deserve. I do not need to fight for what is mine. It comes with ease, drawn to my calm certainty. My career flourishes, my finances expand, my health thrives. My creativity flows endlessly. I manifest opportunities not by force, but by flow. The more I honor myself, the more the universe honors me. I am beautiful, not because I try to be, but because I remember I always was. The world bends in favor of my energy. The stars conspire for my joy. Love follows me. Wealth seeks me. Peace surrounds me. And as I breathe softly and slowly, I affirm again, I am the prize. Young, stunning, courted by the best, adored by myself, and aligned with all that is meant to be mine.
The peace rises higher, into your hips, into your lower back, releasing tension you didn't even know you were holding. Old tension, stored tension, tension from yesterday and last week and last year. Let it all dissolve as this gentle energy moves through you. You are receiving. I am peace. I am the prize. That truth doesn't leave me anymore. It lives in me now. It's in the way I breathe, the way I move, the way I speak gently yet stand firmly in who I am. I've stopped trying to convince the world of my worth because I finally feel it. I finally know it. And when a woman knows her worth, she becomes untouchable. Not because she's distant, but because she's grounded. Because she is rooted in peace so deep, no storm can pull her away from herself. I don't rush my story. I've learned that every chapter unfolds exactly when it's meant to. The pauses have meaning. The waiting seasons are sacred. In those moments of stillness, I grow in silence. I prepare without pressure.
I water my spirit, and I bloom on time. And that's why I no longer fear delay. It's never denial, just divine redirection. Everything that's meant for me will meet me in peace, not in panic. I am the prize because I've stopped seeing my softness as a weakness. My heart may be gentle, but it's also strong enough to start again, strong enough to love without losing itself, strong enough to stay kind in a world that often forgets how. That's real strength. To remain tender and true when life tests you. So I honor my softness. I cherish it. I protect it. Because it's the most beautiful thing about me. Every day I attract more proof that I am enough. Opportunities flow to me with ease. People who respect and value me are drawn to my energy. Love finds me without chase. Money moves toward me with calm confidence. Peace surrounds me in all directions because I vibrate at the frequency of worthiness, and the universe has no choice but to respond. I don't force alignment. It happens naturally when I live in truth. I am done overgiving. I am done explaining. I am done doubting my intuition. I know what feels right, and I trust it. I know what feels off, and I walk away with grace. I no longer confuse attachment with love. I no longer confuse attention with care. Real love feels easy, safe, steady, and I won't settle for less. I attract relationships that see me, not just admire me. Connections that add peace, not confusion. I am the woman who is loved for her soul, not her silence. I am the prize because I bring more than beauty. I bring wisdom, I bring laughter, I bring warmth and light. I bring healing energy wherever I go. People remember me not for what I have, but for how I make them feel. And I no longer underestimate that. My presence is my power. My peace is my magnet. And my grace is my greatest currency. I am becoming more radiant each day. Not because life is perfect, but because I've learned to see the beauty in the imperfection. The way the rain cleanses. The way endings make space for beginnings. The way heartbreaks open room for deeper love. I don't run from discomfort anymore. I sit with it, learn from it, and let it shape me. Every lesson becomes gold in my hands. Every wound becomes wisdom in my heart. That's how I rise. Softly, surely, beautifully. I no longer fear solitude. I understand now that alone does not mean unloved. It means I've cleared the noise. It means I've made space for something higher. It means I'm preparing for the kind of life that matches my peace. Because
I am not meant for chaos. I am meant for calm abundance. So I rest, I breathe, I glow quietly while everything meant for me finds its way. My boundaries are love letters to myself. They say I deserve respect. They say my peace matters. They say if it costs my calm, it's too expensive. I don't explain them anymore. I simply live them, and the world adjusts accordingly. Because when you teach people how to treat you, the ones meant for you rise beautifully to meet your standard. And those who cannot match it quietly fade away, and that's a blessing too. I am the prize because I walk with grace, not fear. Because I love deeply, but detach easily when needed. Because I've learned that I can wish people well and still walk away in peace. Because I've learned that choosing myself is never selfish. It's sacred. I fill my cup first, and then I pour from overflow. That's how I live now. That's how I thrive. Every time I breathe in worth. Every time I exhale, I release lack. Every time I affirm, I anchor deeper into truth. I am abundant in every sense. I am healthy, radiant, and strong. I am surrounded by divine timing and perfect connections. I am led by intuition and guided by grace. Everything I need already exists within me. And everything outside of me is simply a reflection of that inner peace. I am the woman who moves with intention, who speaks with softness but commands respect, who smiles without fear of judgment, who creates beauty by being herself. I no longer hide the parts of me that once felt too much. My laughter, my emotions, my light, it's all meant to be seen. Because the world needs women who are fully themselves. Women who know they are the prize, not in arrogance, but in awareness. Women who remind others what wholeness looks like. And that's who I am now. Whole, complete, unapologetically radiant. I no longer chase, I attract. I no longer worry, I trust. I no longer seek love, I am love. Everything meant for me is drawn to me with ease. Everything that matches my frequency moves closer each day. Because I am aligned, because I am certain, because I am the prize. When I sleep, my subconscious carries this truth deeper. When I dream, my mind builds worlds where I am celebrated, honored, adored. When I wake, the world meets me with the same energy. Because what I believe becomes what I see. And I believe I'm her, the woman who has it all because she finally knows she's enough. I am the prize, and I always will be.
The peace rises higher into your hips, into your lower back, releasing tension you didn't even know you were holding. Old tension, stored tension, tension from yesterday and last week and last year. Let it all dissolve as this gentle energy moves through you. You are receiving. I am peace. I am the prize. That truth doesn't leave me anymore. It lives in me now. It's in the way I breathe, the way I move, the way I speak gently yet stand firmly in who I am. I've stopped trying to convince the world of my worth because I finally feel it. I finally know it. And when a woman knows her worth, she becomes untouchable, not because she's distant, but because she's grounded, because she is rooted in peace so deep no storm can pull her away from herself. I don't rush my story. I've learned that every chapter unfolds exactly when it's meant to. The pauses have meaning. The waiting seasons are sacred. In those moments of stillness, I grow in silence. I prepare without pressure. I water my spirit and I bloom on time. And that's why I no longer fear delay. It's never denial, just divine redirection. Everything that's meant for me will meet me in peace, not in panic. I am the prize because I've stopped seeing my softness as a weakness. My heart may be gentle, but it's also strong enough to start again. Strong enough to love without losing itself. Strong enough to stay kind in a world that often forgets how. That's real strength, to remain tender and true when life tests you. So I honor my softness. I cherish it. I protect it, because it's the most beautiful thing about me. Every day, I attract more proof that I am enough. Opportunities flow to me with ease. People who respect and value me are drawn to my energy. Love finds me without chase. Money moves toward me with calm confidence. Peace surrounds me in all directions because I vibrate at the frequency of worthiness, and the universe has no choice but to respond. I don't force alignment. It happens naturally when I live in truth. I am done overgiving. I am done explaining. I am done doubting my intuition. I know what feels right and I trust it. I know what feels off and I walk away with grace. I no longer confuse attachment with love. I no longer confuse attention with care. Real love feels easy, safe, steady, and I won't settle for less. I attract relationships that see me, not just admire me. Connections that add peace, not confusion. I am the woman who is loved for her soul, not her silence. I am the prize because I bring more than beauty. I bring wisdom. I bring laughter. I bring warmth and light. I bring healing energy wherever I go. People remember me not for what I have, but for how I make them feel. And I no longer underestimate that. My presence is my power. My peace is my magnet. and my grace is my greatest currency. I am becoming more radiant each day, not because life is perfect, but because I've learned to see the beauty in the imperfection, the way the rain cleanses, the way endings make space for beginnings, the way heartbreaks open room for deeper love. I don't run from discomfort anymore. I sit with it, learn from it, and let it shape me. Every lesson becomes gold in my hands. Every wound becomes wisdom in my heart. That's how I rise, softly, surely, beautifully. I no longer fear solitude. I understand now that alone does not mean unloved. It means I've cleared the noise. It means I've made space for something higher. It means I'm preparing for the kind of life that matches my peace. Because I am not meant for chaos. I am meant for calm abundance. So I rest, I breathe, I glow quietly while everything meant for me finds its way. My boundaries are love letters to myself. They say I deserve respect. They say my peace matters. They say if it costs my calm, it's too expensive. I don't explain them anymore. I simply live them. And the world adjusts accordingly. Because when you teach people how to treat you, the ones meant for you rise beautifully to meet your standard. And those who cannot match it quietly fade away. And that's a blessing too. I am the prize because I walk with grace, not fear, because I love deeply but detach easily when needed, because I've learned that I can wish people well and still walk away in peace, because I've learned that choosing myself is never selfish. It's sacred. I fill my cup first, and then I pour from overflow. That's how I live now. That's how I thrive. Every time I breathe in worth. Every time I exhale, I release slack. Every time I affirm, I anchor deeper into truth. I am abundant in every sense. I am healthy, radiant, and strong. I am surrounded by divine timing and perfect connections. I am led by intuition and guided by grace. Everything I need already exists within me, and everything outside of me is simply a reflection of that inner peace. I am the woman who moves with intention, who speaks with softness but commands respect, who smiles without fear of judgment, who creates beauty by being herself. I no longer hide the parts of me that once felt too much. My laughter, my emotions, my light, it's all meant to be seen because the world needs women who are fully themselves. Women who know they are the prize, not in arrogance, but in awareness. Women who remind others what wholeness looks like. And that's who I am now, whole, complete, unapologetically radiant. I no longer chase, I attract. I no longer worry, I trust.
I no longer seek love. I am love. Everything meant for me is drawn to me with ease. Everything that matches my frequency moves closer each day because I am aligned, because I am certain, because I am the prize.
And because you are enough, you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop striving, stop proving, stop earning. You have done enough today. You have been enough today. And tomorrow will take care of itself. Tomorrow is not here yet. Tomorrow is not asking anything of you right now. Right now, there is only this moment. And in this moment, you have permission to simply exist. Breathe deeply. Hold the breath gently for a moment and release it slowly, letting it carry away any remaining resistance, any remaining doubt, any remaining fear that you're not doing this right. There is no wrong way to rest. There is no wrong way to be present. You are doing it perfectly, simply by being here. As you continue to breathe, begin to imagine that you are not separate from the peace you're feeling. You are not experiencing peace. You are peace. Peace is not something you achieve or acquire. It is what you are beneath all the noise, beneath all the doing, beneath all the roles you play and the identities you carry. At your core, in your essence, you are peace itself. I am peace. Feel the truth of it. You were born as peace. Before the world taught you to worry, to strive, to fear, to doubt, you were peace. And that peace is still there. It has never left you. It has been waiting patiently for you to remember. And tonight, you are remembering. Tonight, you are coming home to yourself. The peace within you is vast. It is bottomless. It is unshakable. Nothing that has happened to you has diminished it. Nothing that will happen to you can destroy it. It is the one constant in a changing world. It is your true nature. It is who you really are. And from this place of peace, you begin to understand something profound. You do not need to chase anything. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to make things happen through sheer will and effort. When you are aligned with your true nature, when you are resting in peace, life begins to flow toward you. Opportunities arise. Connections form, synchronicities appear, not because you're working harder, but because you're no longer blocking the natural flow of goodness that wants to reach you. I no longer chase, I attract. Feel the shift in that.
Feel the relief. You have been running for so long, running toward your dreams, running away from your fears, running to keep up, running to prove yourself, running until you forgot that you could walk, that you could stand still, that you could simply be and let life come to you. What if you stopped running? What if you planted yourself right here, in this moment, in this peace, and trusted that everything meant for you will find you? What if you believed that you are magnetic, not because of what you do, but because of who you are? What if your worthiness is a frequency, and when you rest in it, when you accept it, when you embody it, you become a beacon for all the love, abundance, joy, and connection that is already seeking you. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to struggle for it. You simply have to open yourself to receive it. And opening begins with softening. It begins with releasing. It begins with trusting that you are safe enough to let your guard down. Safe enough to be vulnerable. Safe enough to admit that you are tired and you need rest and you cannot do it all alone. You are not alone. Even in the quiet of this night, even in the solitude of your rest, you are connected to something greater. Some call it the universe, some call it source, some call it energy, some call it love. The name doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling, the knowing that you are part of something infinite, something that breathes through you, something that loves through you, something that has never abandoned you and never will. You are loved beyond measure, not for what you produce or achieve or accomplish, not for how well you serve others or how perfectly you perform your roles. You are loved simply because you exist. Your existence itself is a miracle. Against all odds, you are here. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. Your consciousness is aware. You are alive, and that is enough. That has always been enough. Let yourself feel held by this love. Imagine it surrounding you like a warm blanket, like gentle arms, like the safest embrace you've ever known. Let yourself melt into it. Let yourself be completely supported by it. You do not need to be strong right now. You do not need to have it all together. You can be exactly as you are, vulnerable, tired, uncertain, and still completely worthy of this love. As this love holds you, feel any walls you've built beginning to dissolve. The walls around your heart, the armor you've worn to protect yourself, the masks you've hidden behind. You don't need them here. Here, in this sacred space of rest, you can be completely authentic, completely exposed, completely real. And you are safe. You are accepted. You are cherished. Tears may come. Let them. Tears are not weakness. Tears are release. Tears are the body's way of letting go of what it cannot hold anymore. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to simply breathe, breathe. If you need to smile at the relief of finally letting go, smile. Whatever arises, let it arise. And then let it pass. Everything is temporary. Everything is moving through you. You are not your emotions. You are the vast space in which all emotions are held. I am peace. I am stillness. I am the witness of my own experience. And as you witness yourself resting, as you observe yourself softening, as you notice yourself releasing, you begin to recognize your own power. Not the power to control or dominate or force, the power to allow, the power to surrender, the power to trust. This is the deepest power there is. This is the power that moves mountains by first moving hearts. This is the power that changes everything by changing nothing except your own inner state. When you are at peace, you change the world around you. Your energy shifts, your vibration rises, and everything in your life begins to reorganize itself to match this new frequency. What no longer serves you begins to fall away. What is meant for you begins to appear, not through force, but through alignment, not through struggle, but through ease. You are entering a new way of being, a way of being that honors rest as secret, that values presence as powerful, that recognizes doing nothing as sometimes the most important thing you can do. You are learning to trust the cycles of your own energy, to honor when you need to push forward and when you need to pull back, to understand that growth happens not only in the doing, but in the resting. Seeds don't grow by trying. They grow by resting in the dark soil, trusting the process, and allowing nature to do its work. You are like that seed. You have been planted in this moment. And as you rest here, in the dark, in the quiet, in the stillness, transformation is happening. Healing is happening. Integration is happening. You are becoming more of who you truly are. Not through effort, but through allowing. Not through striving, but through surrender. Surrender to sleep. Surrender to peace. Surrender to the knowing that you are held, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be.
I am the prize. I am the woman
who walks in peace, knowing that everything she has been through led her here, to this moment of deep knowing, of soft power, of unshakable grace. I no longer look for who I am in the eyes of others. I see myself clearly now. I am the calm after the storm, the beauty that was refined by fire, the strength that bloomed from pain. I am the woman who no longer hides from her own reflection. I meet my own eyes and whisper, "You did it. You became her." I am the prize because I have built myself from the inside out. I have shed the need for validation and replaced it with self-belief. I have healed the places where I once felt small. I no longer chase love, for I am love itself. I no longer chase success, for I am aligned with it. I no longer chase peace, for I have found it within me. Everything I need already exists in my spirit. I simply choose to remember. Every breath I take fills me with gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons, for the growth, for the strength that carried me. I no longer resent the past. I bless it, for it was the soil that grew me. I no longer worry about the future. I trust it, for it is guided by divine order. Right now, in this breath, in this stillness, I am whole. I am safe. I am enough. The world bends softly around my energy, responding to my inner calm with endless possibility. I radiate confidence effortlessly. I speak softly but powerfully. I no longer rush my words or my life. I understand that elegance lives in ease. My worth does not increase with busyness. My beauty does not depend on effort. I am radiant when I rest, luminous when I pause, magnetic when I breathe. I am not defined by what I do, but by who I am. And who I am is peace in motion. I attract relationships that mirror my healing. I attract love that feels gentle, yet sure. I attract people who see me the way I see myself. Rare, valuable, divine. I am courted not by chance, but by choice. I am desired by those who match my energy, not by those who drain it. I no longer crave being wanted. I attract being cherished. I no longer seek to be seen. I live in such authenticity that I cannot be unseen. My life is expanding beautifully. Every area, love, health, wealth, creativity, unfolds with purpose. I no longer force growth. I allow it. I no longer fear success. I welcome it. I no longer doubt abundance. I embody it. Opportunities flow to me naturally because I am in alignment with my truth. I no longer the woman who waits for life to happen. I am the woman who walks in divine timing, knowing that it all unfolds perfectly. At night, when I close my eyes, I let go of control. I release every worry, every lingering doubt, every old story that no longer serves me. I surrender to peace. I let my body rest in safety, knowing that even in stillness, I am growing. I trust that the universe is moving on my behalf, aligning every detail in my favor. My dreams are fertile ground where my affirmations take root. As I sleep, my mind repeats softly, rhythmically, I am the prize. I am chosen. I am whole. I am proud of the woman I have become. She is not perfect, but she is real. She is not unshaken, but she is grounded. She is not flawless, but she is fearless. I honor her. I celebrate her. I thank her. I am no longer searching for myself. I am found. I am home. As I rise tomorrow, I will do so with grace. I will walk slowly, speak kindly, love freely, and trust deeply. The world will feel my peace before I say a word. I will carry this calm like a crown, invisible but powerful. I will never again forget my value, for it is woven into the fabric of my being. And so, as this journey of affirmations comes to its gentle close, I seal these truths into my soul. I am the prize. I am worthy of love, of abundance, of respect, of joy. I am magnetic, radiant, whole. I am loved by life itself. And every new day that dawns is another reminder of what I already know deep within. I am the prize. I have always been, and I always will be.